Hi, this is Russ Kern from Look Within, and today I wanted to do a quick review for you of Molly Suds, and versus all the other major laundry detergent brands out there. And I think it's interesting that the founder and creator of this wonderful product, Monica Leonard, named it Molly Suds because in fact it's not a laundry detergent. Now, will it get your clothes absolutely spick and span and clean and fresh smelling and all that? Absolutely. It does everything you would want a laundry detergent to do, but it will do it without any of the toxins. And that's what I wanted to talk to you about. Um, because when you think of the word detergent, at least for me personally, I think of harsh, I think of chemicals, I think of industrial, I think of commercial. Just not a good thing, not positive in my mind. But when I think of Molly Suds and what it actually represents, now that we use it and have been using it and love it and will not use anything else, I think of it as more as a cleansing powder, which sounds a lot better to me for me and my family and my daughter than a detergent. Okay, so let's take a look at Molly Suds. Now, the reason why I wanted to do this is I was actually reflecting with my wife. I was helping her do some laundry. I know, what a great husband, right? And it jogged my memory back to when our daughter was born 10 years ago. And we had to make a lot of, as any new parent would do, you have to look out for your children, and you always want to make the right decisions, of course. And we had a lot of them to make. We were vegans. We had to make sure our daughter's nutrition was covered. The whole vaccination thing, and what to drink, and the formula versus, because we're not believers in milk, and et cetera, and all those different things. So um, really, another important decision was laundry detergent back then, because that's what we used at the time. Now, granted, we still use back then. We don't use major branded products because they're, no matter what they are, they're filled with harmful chemicals. So we were using a middle of the road detergent, but we decided to clean it up even more with the introduction of our little girl into our lives. And we're so glad we did, especially in coming upon Monica Leonard's story, the founder and owner of Molly Suds, and the reason she decided to create this wonderful product. And that's when you really look at the story behind Molly Suds. Monica Leonard was a healthy mom who had three healthy children and was due to give birth to her fourth, and that being Molly. Molly was born in 2005, but unfortunately, she never took a breath. She was a stillbirth, which is incredibly sad and tragic. But what it did was it caused Monica to really look at what would cause a stillbirth. And a lot of the things she came across is led back to the creation of Molly Suds and laundry detergents, the harsh chemicals that are in all major brands you pick up on the grocery shelves, right? I mean, if you just look at what's right in front of you on the screen here, right here, 80,000 chemicals were approved for use by the Toxic Substances Control Act, and yet only 200 of these toxins were tested for human safety. Now, does that make you feel safe when using laundry detergent? Picture it this way as a contrast, right? Or comparison. If you were to fly an airline that only inspected 20% of their parts versus 100%, would you feel comfortable flying that airline? I sure wouldn't. And that's the problem we have in any type of laundry detergent, cosmetics industry, skincare. They're not regulated, and it's incredibly dangerous. And what these companies are able to get away with, and not even having to put the majority of the ingredients that are in their products on the label, is very scary. So as a result of all of Monica's findings, she decided to empower herself and create a product where she would take that fear away from future moms and dads when having their kids being born, and making sure that whatever came in contact with their precious little skin was free of harmful chemicals. And Molly Suds is certainly that. Molly Suds does not contain any petrochemicals, oil, and gasoline, which virtually all other major brands carry. Just look at the label, you'll see it. Phosphates, formaldehyde, chlorine, artificial dyes. None of that exists in Molly Suds. They are certified vegan line, which we'll touch on the ingredients in just a second. But that's what really drew me to this, and I have to hand it to Monica for following her passion. She empowered herself. She found out, she gained the knowledge, and she found there was a tremendous problem in the marketplace. And really not a lot of healthy alternatives, and she created one in Molly Suds, and I just think that's just fantastic and awesome, and that's why I want to support it. We support it within our family and our friends and my clients I work with, and of course I want to make this video and get this as far and wide as we can. I'd rather support a product like this that is good for us. It's healthy for us. We can sleep very, very well at night knowing our children have no toxic chemicals next to their skin because of what was put through the wash. That's a tremendous peace of mind, and I really credit Monica for doing this and creating this wonderful brand. So that's why I wanted to highlight it today. And just to kind of wrap up on the ingredient side of things, as I mentioned, her laundry powder was formulated with a no compromise attitude. Obviously, only the use of the purest ingredients, and all of their suppliers are certified cruelty-free by Leaping Bunny, and their ingredients are certified vegan, as I already said. Um, Totally safe to use here, um, but again, without anything that you have to worry about. Now, theirs does come with a scented certified organic peppermint oil, which takes on a very fresh scent, but it's not an overwhelming peppermint smell. So I don't want you to shy away from that if you're not a fan of peppermint. It just smells really fresh and clean, as it should, as clothes not bathed in harmful chemicals should smell like, right? But they also have a version that comes without the peppermint oil as well if you do have an issue with that. They use sea salt and Epsom salts that are triple filtered and certified contaminant free and both safe for use in organic formulations. And their baking soda they use is aluminum free. This is just a fantastic product all the way around. Now, I don't think I called this out. Down here, they have a flat shipping rate as well for their products. So for anything under $100, you would pay just a flat shipping rate, which is great. For anything over $99, shipping is free. How cool is that, right? And they also have different products, right? Right here, let's just go to the products page. And you've got 120 loads, you've got 70 loads. They also have an alternative to bleach, which is called an oxygen whitener. They have sports laundry formula, maybe for a little bit more challenging of a wash, where you got, grass stains from football and soccer and things like that. They've got you covered there, but again, with sustainable ingredients that are not harmful chemicals, right? They even have a dog shampoo right here. They have the starter pack, and right up here they have the wool dryer balls, set of 3. So they got you covered in everything that you would possibly want within your household in all safe alternatives for you and your family. And I just love Monica and what she did here for everybody in giving us a very healthy, safe alternative for us and our families. Because remember, whatever comes in contact with your skin, being your clothes, tends to leach into the bloodstream, get directly into your bloodstream, 70% in actuality. And when it gets into your bloodstream, it's delivered to your major organs. So even if you're thinking, well, it's only a few chemicals that come in contact with my skin every day, well, think about that over weeks, months, years, decades. That's called the cumulative effect. And okay, we've seen in cancer cases and other cases and Alzheimer's when things tend to accumulate in the brain, accumulate in the organs, in the lungs, in the kidneys, and the liver, bad things tend to happen. And with a product like this, you don't have to worry about that because these are natural ingredients that assimilate into the body very well. So I am a big supporter of Molly Suds. We use it in our household, won't use anything else. Just love what it represents, love what it does for our clothes, love what it does to our skin in protecting us and our little girl. And I'm sure you will love it as well. So give Molly Suds a try. You will not be disappointed. And cheers to your health.